Welcome, my dear friend from afar, who is listening to these gentle words right now. Please allow yourself to relax completely onto your comfortable bed. Let the space around you support you entirely. This is a special time dedicated just for you, for your soul, after a very long and exhausting day. Take a deep breath, let your shoulders drop, and simply be here. The night has fallen completely outside your window now. Your home is so quiet at this hour. The space around you seems to sink into a vast, profound stillness. Perhaps you are lying there right now, looking up at the ceiling and listening to the steady, cold ticking of the wall clock. The moonlight outside gently filters through the curtains, casting long, lonely shadows on the floor. Everything in the physical world is perfectly still, yet inside your mind, an old movie begins to play itself again. Is it true that when the world around you becomes the most silent, it is also the exact moment when the echoes from the past, the words of regret from 20 years ago or 30 years ago, ring out the loudest and clearest in your head? You try hard to close your eyes to find a good night of sleep, but those distant memories keep coming back like small waves, continuously crashing against your mind, making it impossible for you to drift off. I know that feeling so deeply. I truly understand the exhaustion of facing these loop-like thoughts at night, when the old mistakes, the missed opportunities, or the accidental words that hurt someone you loved keep returning to chew away at your peace. You lie there under the warm blanket, but your heart feels incredibly heavy with things you cannot change. You ask yourself why you cannot just forget, why things that happened so long ago can still make your chest ache so sharply in the present moment. Please know that you are not alone in this dark room, and you are not alone with these heavy emotions. Many people out there, at your exact stage of life, are going to bed right now experiencing the very same restless nights as you are experiencing. This video was not created to tell you to run away or to forcefully erase those painful memories. Running away never brings true, lasting peace. Instead, consider this space as a gentle embrace, a warm and safe haven to help you face, make peace with, and cradle those old, dusty memories. Together we will learn how to transform these negative energies, soothing your overworked nervous system so that you can find comfort and drift into a very deep, very peaceful sleep tonight. Allow your soul to settle down, let go of the tension in your body, and walk with me on this journey of healing. If you feel that this quiet space brings solace to your heart, please gently subscribe to the channel and give this video a like as a soft way for us to connect our peaceful energies together on this journey. Let me tell you about some friends I have spoken with, so you can see that what you are going through is a very natural part of the human experience. Let us think about a mother over 65 years old living in a quiet, small town in Ohio. One late afternoon, she sits in her familiar armchair, quietly scrolling through the social media photos of her children and grandchildren. They are all so busy with their summer vacation trips, wrapped up in their own careers in big cities, thousands of miles away from her. Her house is completely empty. The heavy loneliness of old age sets in, and in that vacant silence, her mind automatically wanders back to the decades gone by. She starts to vividly remember the years when her children were still small. She remembers the moments she accidentally snapped at them because she was tired, the times she was too busy to notice a longing look from her child, or a harsh word she spoke that might have bruised their innocent souls. Those memories reappear so clearly, accompanied by a heavy weight of guilt. She blames herself, wondering why she was not more patient back then, why she was not gentler, and that internal torment leaves her weeping softly in the deep silence of the night. Or let us think about a father who dedicated his entire life to his work and is now spending his retirement days in a peaceful suburb in Texas. Each day passes by very slowly for him. As he sits alone looking at his wrinkled hands, marked deeply by the rough calluses of time, he sinks into endless daydreams about the past. He remembers a career that he believes he could have done better, remembers a wrong investment choice that brought financial strain to his family, or, most painfully of all, an apology, a making-up embrace that he never got to give to a dear friend before that friend passed away forever. He feels a profound sorrow because the river of time cannot flow backward for him to correct those old missteps. The feeling of absolute helplessness before what has already happened weighs heavily on his chest every single time the darkness envelopes his room. And there are so many other beautiful souls who are learning how to find peace alone after their spouse of 50 years has departed from this world. When the double bed now feels so empty on one side, the memories of happy days mixed with old arguments return to haunt their quiet hours. They realize that loneliness in old age is not just about being alone in a physical structure, it is about facing a massive warehouse of memories without knowing where to store them. These stories are not foreign, they are the true inner voices of millions of seniors out there. They are all carrying a heavy backpack filled with what-ifs and belated regrets. All of these emotions, no matter how painful they feel right now, actually stem from the fact that you have a kind heart, a soul that knows how to love and desires good things. Take a deep breath in and breathe out very slowly to feel that you are deeply understood right this moment. From the perspective of behavioral psychology and elderly mental health, our tendency to overthink at night about the past is a very common phenomenon with a clear structural reason. When you were young, your life was swept away by the fast-running wheel of work, of raising children, of social circles, and countless daily worries. Your brain was constantly receiving external stimuli, leaving it no quiet time to look backward. But when you pass the age of 65, when the work stops, the children grow up to build their own lives. The space around you suddenly becomes completely silent. The external stimuli drop drastically, and by a natural biological mechanism, the brain begins to turn inward. It conducts a process called a life review to search for ultimate meaning and reshape your identity. It is precisely during this search that the brain has a natural evolutionary bias to focus on the imperfections, the broken pieces, and the mistakes, rather than the beautiful things you have accomplished. We easily fall into the trap of overthinking at night. When the lights go out, the body is still, but the mind runs at full speed. We hold an unconscious illusion that if we think about the old mistake enough times, if we punish ourselves with enough suffering, we can somehow alter or redeem what has already occurred. But the cruel truth is that the door to the past is locked. Lying there tormenting yourself is exactly like drinking a cup of poison every single night while hoping it will heal the wounds of yesterday. This behavior does nothing to benefit your present life. On the contrary, it completely exhausts your nervous system before you sleep. It activates stress hormones, raises your heart rate, tightens your muscles, and pushes you into a state of chronic insomnia. The elderly mind is highly sensitive to these self-inflicted wounds. The more you lose sleep, the more time you have to think negatively, creating a downward spiral with no apparent exit. Recognizing this mechanical trap is the very first step toward waking up. Understand that your brain is just doing its job mechanically, and you hold the absolute power to choose not to play along with that mental game anymore. Now, since you understand why your mind easily wanders back to those sad territories of memory, let us perform a small change together, a change that brings an incredibly massive shift. This is the basic and core mindfulness practice taught by Zen master Thich Nhat Hanh, a beautifully simple method you can practice right now while lying in your bed. There is no need to force the thoughts away, no need to fight the regrets. Simply shift your entire awareness from the racing thoughts in your head down to the physical sensation of your breath. Inhale a very deep breath through your nose, feeling the cool air entering, causing your chest and your abdomen to slowly rise up. As you breathe in, say softly in your mind, breathing in, I know the past is gone. Then, very slowly, breathe out through your mouth or nose, feeling your belly sink down, your entire body melting deeper into the mattress. As you breathe out, say softly, breathing out, I know the present is all I have. Repeat this breathing exercise at a very leisurely pace. Breathing in, the past is gone. Breathing out, the present is all I have. The breath is the most solid anchor to hold you to this very moment, the only place where life is actually real and available to you. When a thought about an old mistake arises again, do not fight it. Gently look at it, smile at it with a soft, slight smile on your face, allowing the muscles around your eyes and mouth to relax completely. Do not be angry with the thought. Gently tell yourself, "Ah, my old friend regret has come to visit me again. I see you, but right now is the time for me to rest." Then softly bring your mind back to the gentle rising and falling of your belly, to the calm beating of your heart. When you carry this end-of-day mindfulness for insomnia into your sleep, you are sending a clear signal to your nervous system that you are safe, you are protected, and every single burden of yesterday can be dropped right now to make room for a beautiful night of rest. To help you understand more deeply the power of self-forgiveness, I want to share a true story from a retreat led by Zen master Thich Nhat Hanh, specifically for American war veterans in the West. There was an elderly man named John. He carried a profound sorrow and a crushing weight of regret from his youth during the war. That torment had followed him for over 40 years, ensuring he never had a single night of complete sleep. And his relationship with his children became incredibly distant due to his deep melancholy. During a meditation session, John broke down crying uncontrollably in front of the master. He said he had done terrible things in his youth, that he had caused harm to innocent children, and he felt like a cursed man who did not deserve happiness, peace, or forgiveness. The master listened to him with eyes full of deep compassion and boundless love. He did not offer high-sounding philosophical lectures, nor did he tell John to just magically forget the past. He calmly and softly said to him, "What happened in the past was because at that time you did not have enough understanding, you did not have enough mindfulness, and you were swept away by the brutal circumstances of the war. The very fact that you have suffered and grieved for 40 years is the living proof that you have a good, kind heart. The past is like an old seed that has withered, its shape cannot be changed. But today, in this present moment, you are still alive, and you have the fresh choice to water new seeds." The master taught John that instead of continuing to destroy himself with useless regret, he should use his living present to do beautiful things, to protect and love the children around him today, to share peace with those who are suffering right now. That is the true way to redeem the past. That is the true art of letting go of worries. When you forgive the younger, ignorant version of yourself, you release yourself and everyone involved from the prison of pain. John's story awakened thousands of American seniors who carried similar burdens. They realized that holding on to guilt does not make the world a better place. Only love and awareness in the present moment have the power to heal all wounds. Before we move into our next profound section, if these words are touching your heart, please take a brief moment to share this video with another elderly friend who might also be searching for a warm sanctuary for their soul tonight. As we walk into the later stages of life, the regret of the past rarely travels alone. It has a tendency to combine with and amplify two other major fears of old age: the fear of loneliness and the decline of physical health. When you are alone in an empty house with no voices around you, no busy tasks to fill the hours, the feeling of loneliness creates a massive void in your soul. And our minds, out of fear of that emptiness, will automatically fill it with the sad stories of the past. You begin to feel pity for yourself, feeling like you were being left behind by a fast-paced modern world, and then you turn back to blame yourself for the old choices that led to your current isolation. The teachings of Thich Nhat Hanh help us completely reframe this experience. Instead of looking at being alone as a painful, negative state, we can transform it into sweet solitude, a wonderful opportunity to practice inner happiness. Finding peace alone becomes very real when you learn how to be your own best friend, knowing how to care for and cherish every single micro moment of the present. Look at the quiet house as a peaceful sanctuary, a place where you can wholeheartedly listen to the birds singing in the yard, savor the deep flavor of a warm cup of tea, or simply watch your breath flow without any outside interruption. Alongside this, the anxiety over your declining health, the bodily aches and joint pains that show up prominently at night, act as a massive trigger that causes your mind to collapse into negative thoughts. When the physical body is tired, the psychological defenses drop, allowing the phantoms of the past to attack you much more easily. The mindfulness lesson for seniors here is to learn how to embrace both the physical pain and the mental pain with equal tenderness. When a pain appears in your back or your knees while you are lying in bed, instead of generating anger, fear, or resistance, gently send love to that hurting area. Breathe in and say, breathing in, I know there is pain in my body. Breathing out, I smile at the pain and allow my whole body to relax completely. This acceptance and tenderness will soften the tension in your muscles, lessening the sensation of pain and bringing you a state of true grace as you age. Let us dive deeper into the spiritual core of mindful living through the profound concept of dwelling happily in the present moment, which the Master always emphasized. Dwelling happily in the present means finding joy right here and now, anchoring yourself firmly and freely in what is happening in the immediate present. We often have a habit of searching for happiness in the distant future or drowning ourselves in analyzing the dead past. But mindfulness reminds us that the past no longer exists, the future has not yet arrived, and the present moment is the only square inch of time where you are truly alive, truly holding the power to change, heal, and create peace. All the mistakes, the traumas, the wrong turnings in your past have contributed to shaping the person you are today, a mature, deep, and wise person who truly understands the value of peace. But that past does not possess the right to dictate your happiness tonight, unless you hand it the keys by continuing to feed it with your attention. The Master teaches us the art of watering the good seeds in our consciousness. Inside every one of us there are seeds of compassion, love, gratitude, alongside seeds of anger, regret, and fear. If every night you lie down and think of the old sad stories, you are accidentally watering the seeds of remorse, making them grow larger until they block out the sunlight of life. Instead, use your late-night mindfulness to water the seeds of gratitude. Be grateful because you still have a gentle breath to breathe. Be grateful because your eyes can still perceive the soft moonlight. Be grateful because your heart is still beating rhythmically to bring life to billions of cells in your body. Recognize all the conditions of happiness that are already present all around you right now. When your mind is filled with gratitude and appreciation for the present, the seed of regret will naturally shrink away, leaving room for absolute tranquility, a state of total letting go where your soul feels as light as a feather. Our journey of experience and healing tonight is slowly drawing to its final, peaceful moments. I hope that these intimate words, these stories, and these gentle mindfulness practices have successfully cradled your soul, helping you take off the heavy backpack of regrets that you have accidentally carried for so many years. Please remember this one beautiful truth. The version of you in the past did the absolute best they could based on the level of understanding and the difficult circumstances they faced at that time. None of us are born perfect, and mistakes are a natural, necessary part of the human journey. Be gentle with yourself. Learn to forgive yourself just as you would readily forgive a small, clumsy child who made a mistake. Now, as the space around you has completely dissolved into the deep night, allow your entire being to rest in the most profound way. You have worked hard for a whole lifetime already, and now is the time you truly deserve peace and a deep sleep free of disturbing dreams. Let go of the muscles on your face, relax your jaw, drop your shoulders, and let your hands rest loosely along your body. Feel the entire weight of your body being fully supported, fully held by your comfortable bed. There is nothing left to calculate, nothing left to do, no past that needs to be rewritten tonight. There is only the gentle rhythm of the breath flowing in and flowing out. If you feel your soul has been comforted and you have found an inner haven through this video, please leave a peaceful word or a kind reflection in the comments below to share this healing energy with our beautiful community. Now gently close your eyes, smile softly at yourself, let go of the heavy years, and drift into a very deep, very beautiful sleep tonight. May you have a perfectly peaceful sleep, my dear friend.